morning, squad. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to MadMizzy Sports Morning Show, the #1 spot for everything sports talk, sports news, sports debate in the morning. Happy Tuesday. Terrible Tuesday. We got a beautiful rundown today. We had a shocking victory yesterday from the Chicago Bears beating on the New England Patriots in New England in the sloppy rain. Then we had Kyrie and KD both go for 37 apiece, but it resulted in a loss for the Brooklyn Nets. What did I see from that Brooklyn Nets at Memphis Grizzlies game yesterday? Then we gonna touch in on the news in the NFL of Matt Ryan being benched for Sam Ehlinger. And then we had the New York Jets trading for James Robinson of the Jacksonville Jaguars, or formerly of the Jacksonville Jaguars, seeing as Breece Hall has been ruled out. Then we got to touch on, are the Bucks or the Packers done? Either one of those teams? You know where I'm probably leaning on this one. And to end it off, we're going to touch on the NBA primetime games tonight on TNT of the Warriors at the Phoenix Suns. And then we got the Mavs at the Pelicans. Let's get into it, gang. So, like I said yesterday, I came on, I was expecting the New England Patriots to come out there and dominate this game against the Chicago Bears. I figured that Bill Belichick was going to be able to create a game plan that would contain Justin Fields. He did not. I thought he would have a game plan that would shut down the Bears' run game. He did not. They had 243 rushing yards on 5.4 yards a carry, losing 33-14 at home to the Chicago Bears, not scoring a single point in the second half against that Chicago Bears defense, benching Mac Jones after the first quarter for Bailey Zappi in that game. It's a lot going on in New England. For me, just my takeaway is that the Chicago Bears are a fighting team. Justin Fields is a super competitor. Justin Fields is almost unstoppable, is almost impossible to tackle in the rain just because of his elusiveness. Once you start getting going and he make a quick move, you flying 10 yards the other way, he's sprinting 10 yards the other way. It's very hard to tackle this dude in those type of conditions because as a defender, you're just slipping and sliding all over the place and he's just boop, bop, beep, beep, bop. You know what I'm saying? Just pitter-pattering all over the place. So that was my take from it. Their defense is very, very stout. Yeah, man, I look at that game, I was just completely shocked that Bill Belichick didn't have an answer for the run game of the Chicago Bears. Those two running backs run very hard, though. I will say that. I wouldn't want to tackle Herbert. I wouldn't want to tackle number 32. You tripping, bro. Y'all got that man. You know what I mean? But it was shocking that they wasn't able to contain Justin Fields, and it was shocking that they weren't able to stop the run game for the Chicago Bears all night. So I was completely and utterly shocked by that win by the Chicago Bears, but good win by the Chicago Bears and Justin Fields. Let's move on into NBA. Last night, and my most intriguing game that I was looking for last night was the Brooklyn Nets at the Memphis Grizzlies. Like I said, I just wanted to see some fight from the Brooklyn Nets. I wanted to see them compete against the top echelon team in the NBA, and they did exactly that. You think about, they got down early, but they fought back. KD was snapping off in the first half. Then in the second half, when they started to fall behind, that's when you had Kyrie pick it up a little bit. Both having 37 points. Kyrie going 14 for 24 from the field. Great shooting. Way over 50% from the field. KD going 14 for 20 from shooting from the field. Great, shooting way over 50% from the field. Then you got Ben. That goes 7, 8, and 3. Come on, man. And fouled out again. 7, 8, and 3. The one stat I want to focus on is the 3. Bro, you got to grab more boards. You looking at that game yesterday, Memphis was killing them. The first 3-4 games for the Brooklyn Nets, they've been getting absolutely killed on the boards. And that was the one thing that outside, like, we knew Ben Simmons, he's not going to come in, he's not going to score 20, he's not going to give us 20 and 10. But, bro, you got to give us 10, 10, and 10. You know what I'm saying? 10 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. Or around those numbers. You get what I'm saying? You can't be out there getting bullied on the boards, bro. You 6'11", damn near 7 foot. You feel what I'm saying? Snatch some boards. You out there grabbing 3 boards? 3 boards? That's ridiculous, bro. That's ridiculous. So they need a lot more from Ben Simmons because, yes, you can ask for this from Kyrie and KD every night, but it didn't even result in a win last night. And then you look at KD, how he just exited. You could tell it's already getting to him like, dog, like, me and Kyrie can't do everything. And then you think about Seth Curry coming back. He's not going to be able to help where they're sorely lacking, and that's defensively and rebounding. They can't stop anybody from getting to the paint. Anytime Desmond Bane didn't shoot a 3, he was going to his left hand for a layup. You feel what I'm saying? And then we already know what Ja is. So shout out to Ja and Desmond Bane though for scoring 38 apiece last night, 76 overall. So they had awesome games. But yeah, I'm just looking at it like this trade for Ben probably wasn't it. it wasn't it. And then you think about you putting the pressure on two fragile stars in Kyrie Irving and KD to be patient with Ben Simmons as he gets back into his mode. And then even at his peak, it's probably still not going to be enough. You get what I'm saying? Like his peak with the Sixers wasn't enough. So I don't think it's going to be enough. I'm going to just say that they need more from Ben. Let's move on. Well, not move on. Yeah, let's move on. Let's move back to the NFL and let's touch on some of the news that came out yesterday. Matt Ryan, the legend Matt Ryan, has been benched for 6th round rookie pick Sam Ehlinger from Texas. Whoa, this has got to be rock bottom for the Indianapolis Colts to think that they got rid of Carson Wentz in favor of Matt Ryan. Carson Wentz ain't get benched last year. Carson Wentz was behind that same offensive line, had that same running back, had the same receiving core. This is bad, man, and it's not looking good for Frank Reich. Like, bro, you have to go out there and draft a quarterback, bro. Stop trying to pick up these dudes out of free agent. Draft a quarterback, Frankie, because you clearly don't have an eye for talent for free agency. You know what I'm saying? So draft somebody that you like and develop them. But this has got to be rock bottom for the Indianapolis Colts to think that they were going to be contenders in the AFC South this year and to be benching their star free agent pickup this year in favor of their 6th round draft pick who wasn't all that special in college. With the news of Breece Hall having an injury that's going to have him out for an extended period of time, the New York Jets went out and traded for James Robinson to bolster up their backfield a little bit. And I like this move from the New York Jets simply because it shows that they won't try to change who they are because of an injury to one running back. They're like, no, we're going to replace that running back. We're going to stay with the same run offense type of system, rely on our defense, rely on complementary football, and continue to be this team that we built ourselves to be, because Breece Hall was a huge part of what they did on offense. And James Robinson is a good replacement. He's a good running back, and he'll be somebody to keep around. So I like that pickup for the New York Jets. And like I said, it keeps them on the right track of their trajectory so far this year. Let's move on, though. Are the Bucs or the Packers done? Either one of those teams. I got to say that, to me, both of them are done. I know a lot of people are looking at it like the Bucs are still tied for first place in the NFC South and everything, but when you look at it, they lost 4 of their last 5 games, or 3 of their last 4 games. They should have lost 4 of their last, their last 4 games. Well, the Falcons should have had an opportunity to give the Bucs a loss in that game. So I'm looking at it like, I'm not too impressed by the Bucs. I don't see how they are getting better when a lot of their players are older. They're just going to get older throughout the year. They're just going to get more beat up throughout the year. They're the worst rushing offense in the league right now. So, yeah, that's the number one thing that Tom Brady always needed to couple with him to be a successful quarterback, and that's a good run game. Even when he first came to Tampa, people who keep talking about it like he was slinging the ball all over the yard, they tried to in the beginning. Then remember, they got beat on by the Kansas City Chiefs. He went to Bruce Arians and said, bro, we got to start running the ball and doing play action, getting Rob Gronkowski involved. You get what I'm saying? Utilizing our tight ends and getting this run game involved. So the fact that they don't have a run game, the Packers are 3 games behind the Minnesota Vikings already. They got the Buffalo Bills this weekend. I'm going to give the Buffalo Bills a check on that dub, and that'll probably put the Packers 4 games behind the Minnesota Vikings. I don't see them climbing out of that hole. The NFC is a little more stout than what we thought it would be. So I see both of them having a very good chance of missing the playoffs this year. I wouldn't be surprised at all if both of them miss the playoffs this year. So to me, they are both stick a fork in them. They done. Both of the quarterbacks just well, to me, Aaron Rodgers doesn't look too old. He just looks like he's disconcerted with finding out the continuity. He thinks it's just going to eventually happen. And to me, like I said, Tom Brady looks a little bit old. But let's move on. Let's focus on the NBA primetime games tonight on TNT. The Mavs at the Pelicans, and then you got the Warriors at the Suns. At the Mavs at the Pelicans, I'm looking for a competitive matchup. I'm looking to see how the Pelicans stack up against one of the favorites in the West this year, and that's the Dallas Mavericks. With them getting Tim Hardaway Jr. back, then they revamped but with them getting the Bull Wood from Houston, they definitely revamped and bolstered up their interior presence. They've gotten a little bit bigger. Then you still got Luka, so I'm looking to see how the Pelicans going to stack up against that Dallas Mavericks team, because the Pelicans have come out and been balling so far. But I mean, the competition, the Brooklyn Nets, we see they're 1-2 so far. Then I think they beat the Houston Rockets. So this is going to be their stiffest competition. So I'll be looking to see how both teams react to this high level matchup. Then the Warriors at Suns. If it was last year, I'd be saying I want to see how the Suns gonna stack up to the Warriors. The Suns ain't messing with none of the top teams this year, man. I feel as though that loss that they took at home for the Western Conference semifinals last year to the Dallas Mavericks just busted their psychological strength. Like, they just have no backbone, in my opinion. I think as soon as it gets tough, they'll crumble again. I have no faith in the Phoenix Suns, but it'll be interesting to see how they come out and how they'll try to attack and contain the Warriors' offense. But in both games, in the Mavs versus Pels, I'm going to go with the Mavs. I'm going to say Luka's going to go out and have a good game. They're going to have a good shooting night, and they're going to be able to make it a little bit tough on Zion and Brandon Ingram. So I'm going to go with the Mavs in a big, I'm not going to say a big one, but a high score and a fair. I'm going to say 118-111 Mavs. Then with the Warriors and Suns, of course, this is going to be a high scoring affair. I'm going to say 115-107 Warriors in Phoenix. Let me know what y'all think. This is episode 40, MadMizzy Sports Morning Show. Are the Bucks or the Packers done? I want to know what y'all think on that. And I also want to know what y'all think about Matt Ryan being benched already. We're not even halfway through the season. Not even halfway through the season yet. Sheesh, man. Y'all know what it is, though. MadMizzy Sports Morning Show. Like, comment, share, subscribe, listen, alert. MizzyWorld Entertainment. Gang.